Hi. So this is awkward. People have been asking me for a little while to do video blogging, which is not really my thing, but let's give it a go. I thought it'd be a nice way to do kind of Q&A type posts because I get I get quite a lot of questions and I try and answer them all, but I just don't. I don't quite get to it. So I thought that'd be the odd one where I can kind of answer it on camera, and it might take me a little bit less time, hopefully. Fingers crossed. You'll also notice no makeup, bad hair. This is post-shower hair, which I think I'm styling out quite well. But that is partly because this one is about confidence and about kind of loving yourself even though you don't look your best, which I'm currently nailing. I think you'll agree. So, question, got it written down. So, I see so many times you said about screwing the haters and learning to be confident, loving your body and so on. But how? I can't figure out how to get past the point where I talk myself out of it, so I give up. It's just too difficult because I'm not really confident in myself. So how did you get to that point? Good question. So for me, it was all about kind of having that conversation in my head. That was the first thing, because nobody is born with that kind of confidence where they go, yeah, I look ace all the time. No, that doesn't happen. And in a kind of awful, vile society we live in, with the whole kind of media pressures and snarking and all the things I bang on about all the goddamn time, it's really difficult to kind of to find anything that says you look ace just as you are. It's kind of a niche interest. So you have to create it for yourself. You have to kind of go, I'm going to tell myself I look good, and I'm going to tell myself that I'm looking kind of as best, the best I can. I am that person that I want to be, which doesn't come naturally. And it's very much a question of answering the question. So when you go, oh my god, I look awful, oh, I hate myself today, I'm so ugly, you've kind of got to go, no, hang on, shh, I look good, I look like me, I am ace, therefore all is right with the world. And that is completely, your brain will go, oh, you're not, you're being an idiot. It's natural to do that. That's the kind of the standard default response, is to go, I hate myself, and you're lying. Which is bizarre, because if Cosmopolitan says that you look great, then you'd believe it. If Cosmopolitan says you look like shit because you've got big thighs, you believe it, and that's where you go wrong. You don't trust yourself. So with that in mind, if you want to trust me, you look ace. Good times. So that's, it's about kind of giving that voice credibility and, authority to kind of tell you where you need to go. The other thing is to kind of imagine yourself when when you were leaving the house. Everyone's got that one picture of themselves that they love. Like, just one picture where that one time the stars aligned and you've got the perfect Facebook profile picture. I change my pictures so rarely because I have this thing where I go like this in photos. And it's such a bad look. I don't know how I do it. I don't know what's wrong with me, but it just seems to be my look. That's how I do it. So, the odd picture where I actually do stick my chin out and smile in a way that doesn't make me look like I can't see, it's a rare thing. And so I try and use the same one for everything, as you may have noticed. So that's a kind of, that's the picture, the one picture. So I've completely sidetracked myself talking about how I look crap in photos. But if you kind of imagine when you go out that you look like that picture, because at one point you did. If you go out and you think, I am that girl, I am that one that looks gorgeous in pictures, that takes photos well, that looks happy, radiant, whatever you're kind of looking like in that particular picture. And give it that, walk out there and be like, I'm that girl, I'm the cool one, I look nice. That's the way to go. And finally, I would say my biggest advice would probably be from the great RuPaul. His kind of, if you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you going to love somebody else? That is, to me, that's it. I could write for years and I wouldn't come up with it quite as well as that. So that's really important. If you've ever watched RuPaul's Drag Race, God, I love that program because they just nail it. They walk out and they know they're it. You know, they'll say, "I'm giving you Barbra Streisand on the beach, waiting for a 17th husband who's, you know, wearing leather or something." They'll tell you it, and you'll be able to see it. It's perfect. It's brilliant. They've nailed it, and that's what you've got to do. You know, I think it's really ironic that these kind of drag queens can walk out and do this whole body confidence and womanhood thing far better than I can. And far better than a lot of people, I think, purely because they're lacking in that confidence and they've got that kind of fear that they feel kind of holds them back. So that's, to me, the way to go. Style it out. Everything is in that kind of posture, in that walk, you know, in that kind of, that moment where you go, I look good. You embody that and the feelings will follow, the kind of the sense of yourself as someone who is gorgeous and wonderful and beautiful and everything that you are, even though you kind of don't give yourself that credit. That's kind of the trick. That's certainly my trick. You know, I mean, God knows if you follow me on Twitter, you'll see I tweet about dancing to Beyonce in my pants a lot. And that's because that's my thing. That is what I do when I need a boost. You know, I'll put Love on Top on and just get down and it's great. I also lip sync quite a bit, but that's my moment where I go, I look awesome. I can star this out. Nobody's here to see, but god damn it, if they were, they'd be really, really impressed. So that, I think, is what you need to do. It's almost, my sister says this all the time and she's so right, fake it till you make it. Go out there, be that person, nail it. And also, screw the haters. Like, anyone who is out there telling you that you're anything less than awesome doesn't deserve your time. That's it. That is how the situation is. So forget them, screw them, give them the two fingers like I did, and love yourself. Bye.